Because we get to see all kinds of insects and nature and go hiking in the woods.
We strongly believe that children learn better outside, playing, and definitely making a strong connection with nature.
If they are connected with nature, then they're gonna take care of nature.
Right here it is.
I had twins, and I realized that their brain development was so crucial in those first 5 years. So then started thinking about enrolling my children in a nature-based program and realized there wasn't a nonprofit nature-based preschool in Minneapolis, and there was all of this green space and all of these young children. And in the process of looking for a nature-based program in Minneapolis, I found a lot of amazing, enthusiastic people who helped create our program.
Allison reached out to me and she wanted to have the preschool come, Nature Preschool, come and be part of Bryn Mawr School. I am very much about getting kids out into the world and, you know, exploring, finding out everything they can.
We started with just 2 mornings a week. That was our first year. Then we went to 4 mornings a week. Then last year was mornings and afternoons, Monday through Thursday. And then this next year will be Monday through Friday, mornings and afternoons, 2 different programs. So we went from starting with 16 children, and now we'll have 48 in the fall.
Our students see the young children playing out in the forest, making forts, doing all kinds of activities outside, and our children then at recess do a lot of the same things.
They're outdoors 100% of the time. They are happy to be outside in any kind of weather.
One of my favorite memories, and it's every year, when the first snowfall falls and children are elated. Like, they're just so excited. It was our first year and we were in the restroom and a teacher radioed that the snow was falling. The children in the restroom were literally jumping up and down and they were just so ready to get out there.
The difference between the winter and the summer is just what you have to wear. You still have to be aware of different things. You know, in the winter is staying warm, knowing when to say my toes are getting cold, or I need this or I need that.
All of them don't have warm things, and also hair warmers help us, and toe warmers. Whoa.
But in the summer, then you have to be aware of poison ivy and ticks, and keep your socks over your pants.
Never get poisoned by those poison ivy. Because if I got poisoned, my mom would have freaked out.
We refer to our curriculum as emergent curriculum. It's really seeing what nature and children present each day. We don't necessarily have to teach directly science or STEM curriculum because it comes up. How deep is the snow? Let's measure it with this stick. If they want to count the toads, they're going to be up to 150. You know, there's so many out there. So however we can build their interest, I think children learn more when they're engaged and curious.
My favorite thing that we're gonna do is find goats. But we have to eat our snacks next to them and goats even eat clouds. What if they eat my clouds? Froggies are cool. They jump on me. But one time, one peed on me and pooped on one of my hands, like this hand and this hand. I was like, Froggy, bad Froggy. Now go. Okay. It was like, bad odor.
These things that were so natural for our generation, that are not natural for our kids right now, because they are given screens and they are given super expensive toys that have just one use, you know. But in nature, their imagination just can fly away.
We got to hold a real turtle. and it was so fun. And my friend was like, does turtles breathe from their butts? I was like, no, they breathe from their noses, silly, just like human does.
I personally have a belief that your connection to nature really helps you your entire life. Like, you know, there's a saying, when you're stressed out, just take a walk in the park somewhere green, and it helps you calm and helps you grounded. But also I feel like it starts nurturing your relationship with the world you live in.
They are learning rhythm, they are learning to listen to each other, they are learning to be in nature, they are learning coordination, motor skills, listening, repeating, and for sure Spanish.
You're here during our first bilingual Spanish-English immersion week, which is exciting because we've always had staff who speak Spanish and children who speak Spanish, so it's nice to offer that.
I'm originally from Guatemala. We speak not quite half, but I try to make it half of the time Spanish at home. And so nature and Spanish to me was a dream. They're having so much fun in nature, but also they're able to see that teachers also speak Spanish. They're coming back home with, hey, I knew how to say this word and so didn't, or I didn't and so did. So that's really lovely to see.
We are a tuition-based preschool program, so families pay, there's a sliding scale, and then additionally we do write grants. We've been fortunate to receive gear donations from graduating families so we can outfit children, as well as from various outdoor equipment companies who will say, here's 10 rain suits, or that give us a discount.
We wanted it to be accessible for everybody, so the location was important, and having the ability to offer scholarships was very important as well.
We continue to reach out specifically to populations that we feel are underrepresented in green spaces. These are the stewards of our future. They're our environmental protectors of the future, and this connection built in childhood, I think, is so essential, not only for children, but for our whole planet. And just seeing that sense of wonder in children is so fulfilling as a teacher. I can't think of a better job.
Funding for this program was provided by the Minnesota Environment and Natural Resources Trust Fund, Safe Basements of Minnesota, your basement waterproofing and foundation repair specialist since 1990. Peace of mind is a safe basement. Live Wide Open. The more people know about West Central Minnesota, the more reasons they have to live here. More at livewideopen.com. Western Minnesota Prairie Waters, where peace, relaxation, and opportunities await.